All right, this is a reaction to a panel at Dragon Con.
The Star Wars Universe panel, Dragon Con 2024. The biggest stars of the Star Wars universe right now.
Which is the Sabine.
Ming-Na Wen.
And
Giancarlo Esposito.
And the guy from the canceled show.
And Manny Jacinto. Yes, that's our Star Wars Universe panel. Star-studded. I love that.
Because, let's see. Ming isn't in an active show, and neither is Carlos. And what's her name?
Sabine?
Yeah.
Natasha Liu?
That'll probably be out in 3 years, maybe.
She is.
Maybe.
Yeah,
because I really don't think. I think
she's the only one on the panel though that's in an upcoming
but what I think
project.
is that I don't believe that Ahsoka season 2 is going to happen, especially after the destruction of the Acolyte. I'm just saying.
That remains to be seen.
But then they have.
I mean, there have been reports that season 2's been greenlit and confirmed that they're going into it, but.
After what we saw today on
and she made comments on the Dragon Con that
we did see Doomcock today, so maybe something different. Yeah,
who
knows?
It may or may not happen.
Anyway, so then we have Toy Wonder from the Acolyte, and they kind of
it's like
the
moderator
kind of teases him because his show got canceled, like it's his fault, and it kind of he has that kind of John Wayne Gacy kind of vibe. The moderator?
Yeah.
That's what
the moderator is just absolutely useless. But poor Manny though, it seemed to me he was probably booked to do this before the news came through that season 2 was not going to happen. So
why
then the moderator makes some kind of snide remark about it,
some snarky bitch remark,
and he says, "Oh man, that's too soon," and
it is,
really.
And why didn't they ask him to be like, "Hey, do you really want to do this after the show's been canceled? If you don't, that's cool. We understand." Why didn't they do that? It just seemed very, and at
one point it looked like he just didn't even want to be there.
Yeah, the poor actor looked like he's like, how many dicks did I have to suck to get a show that got canceled?
Right, he just looked like he was just
not having it,
not feeling it that day. Yeah,
and I can understand.
And I think probably that moderator's comment didn't help. Right.
And then of course the moderator.
I did like the others though, as far as
but the moderator didn't even know she was Chung-Li.
Oh, I know, dude.
Like, the moderator kind of sets the stage for everything.
He didn't know she was in ER, and he didn't know she was Chun-Li in the Street Fighter movie. I mean, come on.
So I'm just like,
In which the Street Fighter movie was not good, but that's beside the point. She was in it.
But that was a great line. For me, it was just Tuesday, so.
Yeah, it was just kind of a, shame that it was Raul Julia's last film. But anyway, that's way beside the point. No, I love listening to some of their insights, especially Natasha. She was really personable.
Why did that come through with the character?
And, mostly because of the writing and direction she received.
Oh, and who did that? Who was doing that?
Right.
Who was doing that? Dave Filoni.
Right. And I mean, but some of the insights that she put into the character, and what she was trying to convey, kind of puts a little different insight on it. And
just further shows how Filoni can't act or write.
It could have just
direct
been,
or write.
Right. It could have been portrayed better in the series and made clearer that she was going through some of the struggles that she brought up in the talk.
And it seemed like she wasn't really convinced that now she's a Force user. It just seemed kind of like,
No, that still remains to be seen how that's going to play out. Obviously, she's going to get in touch with the Force. How strong that's going to be or whatever is still, again, remains to be seen. But
that's terrible. That's dog shit. Because like I said, I think Sabine has a cock. I mean, that's the next thing Dave's going to do to her, because what the fuck? What else can she do?
Yeah, and we'll see. if they get that season 2 and what they're going to do about.
And even if they do, it's 3 years away before it even comes out.
Yeah.
Who's going to want to watch it?
And
that's not how you run TV.
Right, and that's an issue I've had with Marvel as well. Is they take 2-3 years to get back to something that they teased us with, and
but thank God
by the time they get to it, it doesn't matter anymore.
Thank God the Young Avengers aged out already. So,
yeah. I mean, that by the time they get to the Young Avengers, they're all going to be 30. You know.
Right. So anyway, back to Dragon Con.
But the Dragon Con, though, I mean, this is the best they could get. Is
C-listers,
supporting actors from projects that are not even currently, actively in production.
Yes.
We got Ming-Na, we got Giancarlo, we got Manny, who just got the news that he ain't going forward in it, and the only one that's actually
maybe
got something going on is Natasha, and even she's just
kind of.
She's a supporting character. She's not the title character of the series.
Yeah.
She's not Ahsoka. She's not, And so, I mean, it's just pretty second-rate operation, it seemed to me.
Yeah.
I have no idea how big the crowd was because they don't show it.
Yeah, and I know you loved all these people's answers, Natasha's and Carlos, and Ming was at least animated in her voice, but those two seemed like pre-recorded NPC answers. What with the buzzwords that everybody wants to hear, and
Well,
so I just
that comes with being prepared for an event like that and getting questions like that and having answers prepared for it. So what?
But
many did not have any answers prepared for any of it.
No, I wasn't even. I would never. You can never defend Manny, but at least with Ming, it was more.
When they
there was
asked
more
him
animation
about
in her voice,
insights into their characters, and his answer just didn't come across like he had ever even considered anything like this, and he was just making it up as he went along, just because he was asked a question.
Yeah. So, in the comments, let us know if we're right or wrong, or if we're real jerks.
Yeah, please put in your comments if you've seen it, or if you go to see it for yourself. Let us know what you think.
All right,
share, and subscribe. Thank you.